You touched on something just to start with, the autonomous warehouses and changes. It would not be fair to not talk about that distribution. We spoke about supply chain at a much broader level, but if we were to bring it down to that logistics side of the equation, I think, from an automation and AI, they are two separate pillars. There is a lot of government talk that makes it seem like they are one thing and equal, and it's not. Automation's been around for a while. It's just become more accessible, more approachable. I would want your perspective on how you see within the Tapestry ecosystem from a logistics warehousing perspective and last mile perspective, the adoption of automation. And definitely it's a very big financial equation on that side.
Yeah, the world became way more complex with digital e-commerce business booming after the pandemic. So we had to build also on this side a very agile supply chain. But what was the effect is we had many more nodes, many more points of supply, which create a lot of more complexity for the fulfillment and logistics in terms of product flow. But they decided not to give up, I would say. And when they designed the new fulfillment center we have in Las Vegas, a very top-notch fulfillment center, they really thought about it into a almost full automation point of view. With a new system like AutoStore, with a new WMS, which was really helping the order preparation. It's a very fantastic experience that helps us every day. I'm happy that they really start to be modern as well. And how can we be faster? We know one big giant of e-commerce implemented the one-day delivery. So all other brands around needs to this new reality that when we maybe one day to be even same-day delivery, can we achieve as much as possible this one-day delivery for e-commerce? And the fulfillment and logistics team has worked hard to make it happen, to make sure we have the right product at the right location, to be able to touch the customer in a right way. And of course, automation helps us.
I think, Vincent, from my perspective, you actually have an added complexity when it comes to that last mile or that customer experience for direct-to-consumer orders, because when it comes to luxury brands like the ones that Tapestry had, customers almost have that expectation of, they want to have that warm and fuzzy feeling. So unboxing is important. The kind of experience that you can get from a store, being able to even come close to that through a delivery is not an easy feat. I think that adds another layer of complexity.
Yes, and the fact that we are in a DTC model as well, we can use our stores to be even closer to the customer.
Exactly.
So sometimes if the product is not ready in our fulfillment center and we have it in a store nearby, we can arrange the delivery to the customer from our store as well. This is really this multi-touch point, which is an asset for our company. Very often the last mile could be fixed by a store nearby that could arrange the delivery of our goods.
But it also brings in this other dimension, Vincent, which is the folks that work at the store are really good salespeople. They are not really good logistics, packing people. You know what I'm saying? You have the dynamic over there to actually fulfill something from store. It's not just about having it over there. It's also the experience of making sure it's boxed and you understand how that cycle time works, because it can take an hour to sell a product to a customer, and that salesperson is used to doing that. But when you do the calculation on that packing side of equation on the cost to serve, now it's, hey, that's 3 minutes that we got to get it done and actually get it packed again. I don't know what the number happens to be, but there is that dichotomy that comes into play, the human dichotomy.
Of course, we have a very talented store team, and they are not fulfillment and logistic people. So we want them to be close to the customer. To deliver an e-commerce order, normally we will do it through our fulfillment center. Have equipment for that. This is a normal way.
Right.
And we store only if the product will be easier to deliver from the store. And we have internal process to make, of course, the delivery very smooth. Yeah. And our talented store team, the sales associates are always used to do gifting box.
Yeah.
So they use those skills to also make sure package to the customer outside of the store will be great.